What's up, y'all? It is your teacher, Alex. I wanted to make this video to introduce myself and to give you a lay of the land for the class. So let me share my screen and sort of explain the way class is laid out. So if you log in to your account, lahc.edu, so in order to access the Canvas dashboard, what you have to do is you have to go to your or you could go to the college page. This is LA Harbor College, but if you are at a different college in the district, it's going to look pretty much the same way. So you would go to your college's main page. In the top right, you click on the login drop down button. Then you click on Canvas. That's going to take you to a sort of sign in portal. Once you sign into Canvas, or once you sign into your account, you'll have access to your dashboard. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using the sandbox I had used to develop your course. So you would click on your course. In this case, I am opening my sandbox. And from right here, a few things I want to show you. So, number one, if you want to do work in the class, go into the course. Do not click on the to-do list. Specifically, go into the course and then either go into assignments or go into the modules. If any of you have any issues accessing assignments, it's because you're not doing it from one of those two ways. So in order to actually interact and get work done in the class, you have to click into the course shell, and then from there, go either into the modules or just go through the assignments and then complete them from the assignments page. Overall, this is basically the main page. The way the page is set up is that once you hit the main page, I have a Q&A forum. I have a sort of secondary link to the modules. If you've never used Canvas before at all, you would click on the orientation button because my orientation module has really basic assignments to help you learn how to practice using Canvas. Aside from that, I have an intro video. I have my office hours information on the first page. And if you have any issues with Canvas or anything like that, either on Canvas or just with student account issues, you can go to the college's Office of Information Technology. And if you have Canvas issues, you can contact Canvas's live support or go to their student guide. So one other thing is the syllabus. The course navigation menu, the thing you see on the left-hand side that I'm doing is like the main thing. So from here, I'm going to click on the syllabus. Your syllabus will be available or is available as a Google Doc. So if you click on the link to the Google Doc, it'll show you sort of all of the information. I put pretty much all my class information, all my classes, all in the same syllabus because you all have the same classes, but they're all pretty much the same thing. And the syllabus has all the official documentation, such as what the course is about, what you're going to learn in the course, how I grade you, how you can access accommodations, my personal policies on you using devices or you using AI or late work. So if you want to access the official syllabus for the course from the course navigation menu, click on syllabus, then open up the Google Doc. So let me go back home. Now, the main way to interact with the course is to go through the modules. The modules are pretty much how I chunk everything together. So now that I click on the modules, the top item are resources. So you can access the open forum for the discussion board, or you can look at examples of some of the work you'll be producing in the class, some of the resources at LA Harbor College, technical support, things like that, and as well as the orientation page. If you scroll down a little bit, Unit 1 is pretty much always the fundamentals of the course. So as you see here, you're pretty much always going to have discussions and quizzes to do. The quizzes are to help you learn concepts related to class. And to do those quizzes, you can use the textbook, or you can just kind of guess what you think the answers are. But in general, the way the quizzes work are, it's I think 25 questions, give or take. But you have unlimited time, like however long it's going to take you to get it done, you can get it done. And you have unlimited attempts. So if you get certain things wrong, if you get like maybe 17 out of 25 or 24 out of 25, and you want to redo the quiz for a better score, you could also do that. One thing though is also I have it set to show one question at a time. So every time, like it's going to open the question like in a page, then you have to answer the question, then jump to the next question. So for those of you on your mobile browsers, or if you're using the Canvas for Student mobile app, this will make it a little bit easier for you to complete the quizzes. So just in general, that's why I kind of have explained right here why I have certain settings the way they are. Also, I personally don't think that the questions are too difficult. But again, you have unlimited time, you have open notes. If you know anybody in this class, you can do the quiz together. I'm totally fine with that. Next, let me go to what the really big thing in this class is going to be. Because this is a communication studies class, you are almost always going to have to make videos and add to discussions. Discussions are the main way you're going to interact with each other and the way I'm going to interact with you. So, for example, for this first week, or for your first assignment, major assignment, you have to do an introductory video about introducing yourself. Again, it's just so that way you learn the skills. Because in a communication studies class, the way you build oral communication skills is you have to present information. We have to be able to see and hear you. It's also, as a side note, going to help you feel more comfortable presenting on camera. You might feel very cringe at first doing this. It takes time to get used to seeing and hearing ourselves. So, for these discussions, you don't need to be perfect. Just say things as they are. I did not plan what I'm saying in this video right now. I just said to myself, oh, I need to make a video explaining these things. So, I want you to keep that in mind. But for example, if you're watching this video, it's probably because I put it on YouTube. For this class, you're going to need to submit your videos. There are two ways to do it. You could either like take a YouTube link. So let me copy the link. So if you record yourself and you put it up on YouTube as like an unlisted video, what you can then do is then you can paste the link, hit enter, make a hyperlink, and then you can like hit the reply button and post that video. So the first option I think is just use YouTube. If you use YouTube and put your videos on YouTube as unlisted videos, then post the link of that video. That's the easiest way to get the assignments done, the videos at least. If some of you are not okay with that, that's cool too. What you could also do is that you could, give me 1 second, remove link, let me delete everything. If you just want everything to stay within Canvas itself, what you would do is when you have the text entry box open, you're going to click on this little blue button that says Canvas Studio. If you don't see that button, you have to open up the apps button, click on the apps button, view all, and then you have to scroll down like and then choose Canvas Video. But essentially, what Canvas Video lets you do is that you can upload your video from your computer or your phone. So you do create, and then you would do add media. You could also just click on Studio Capture and you can just record yourself and it'll upload and everything like that. But in general, those are the two ways to submit videos. Option A, put your video on YouTube as an unlisted video, then paste the link in, hit enter to make a hyperlink, then post that hyperlink to your YouTube video. Second option is to use Canvas Studio. Last thing I want to talk about, if you want to sort of see your grades, you would click on the grade item in the course navigation menu and like you'll see the scores, as well as comments I might leave to you. In fact, the main way I'm going to leave you feedback is if I put a comment on your assignment. A couple other things. Let me go back to the homepage. The main way I'm going to communicate with all of you is, like some of you may have seen, I'm going to be sending announcements. So if you click on home or once you enter the shell, the top 3 most recent announcements will be at the top of the homepage. So if you want to know what the announcement is for the week, you would click on that, and then you would sort of watch my video or read whatever I typed out for that. Last thing, like it says here on the homepage, the main way I want you to send me a message is on Canvas Inbox. Canvas Inbox is in the global navigation menu. So on your Canvas sort of page, if you're on a computer, if you look at the very, very left, you'll see a button that says Inbox, or it's also called Canvas Conversations. Use Canvas Inbox to message me. That is the main way I get information, and I know students want to ask me stuff. And let me leave my student view, because on my end, what I see is, oh, look, I have a notification of somebody having sent me a message. So that's pretty much it. My name is Alex. I'm your teacher. Welcome to the Communication Studies class. The content is published. It's like 90% ready to go. You can already start doing stuff. Just as a heads up, if you want to complete work into the class, you have to log into your Canvas account, or like you would go to the hc.edu. So you would go to your college's like landing homepage, click the login, click on Canvas or SAS portal, then log in. Then once you're in Canvas, once you're on your dashboard, click on, oh no, click on your the course. Then from there, access the work from either the assignments page or the modules page. The module is probably the more important one. The two really big things you're going to be doing periodically, you're always, always, always going to have discussion boards, because this is a college class and you have to interact with other people. And because this is a communication studies course, you have to make videos of you answering those discussion questions. So that way you build communication skills through this online format. You're also going to have one or more quizzes per week. Right now, I only have like one quiz set up per week, but I'll probably be adding more either this week or in future weeks. So keep in mind on that. If you want to send me a message me on Canvas Inbox. That's pretty much it. Let me stop sharing. Thank you, everybody, for watching, for getting this far. Let's have a great class, everybody. All right. Have a great day.